my boob tube. Don't mind the panda hat right here. But anyway, this is part 2. This is my part 2 video on, what was it? Supergirl, episode 8, which is the first part of the 4-part crossover, Crisis on Earth X, part 1. This is my part 2 video. Ain't that ironic? Anyway, as you can see, I am currently, and I'm like shaking like crazy. I'm literally using a selfie stick. This is hilarious. But anyway, if I remember correctly, the last time I started talking, I was talking about how during the wedding rehearsal, I remember talking about the wedding rehearsal and how I didn't like the fact that even though it was supposed to be a West Allen thing, because it's their wedding rehearsal, their wedding, there was some holicity there. I like the fact that, you know, they're back together, go happy for them and everything for that, but it shouldn't be the topic there. I mean, this is a wedding rehearsal for Barry and Iris, right? And like, they should be celebrating them. And like I said, I'm happy that they're back together, fine, by all means. But don't make it about them. They're supposed to be celebrating Barry and Iris, right? Hang on. Ugh. God damn it. Oh, there you go. Had to adjust that. Anyway, because at one point after Joe did his speech and everything, Oliver being inspired by the whole situation, you know, his little chat with Barry, and when they were getting suited up, when they were getting measured for their tuxes, and the whole wedding rehearsal thing and everything, he got inspired, and he's like, pretty much telling Felicity, hey, how about we get married? I mean, keep this in mind, they were engaged to be married themselves before Barry and Iris, but of course, you know, they had their issues to the point where they pretty much broke up completely. And so Oliver's like, hey, why don't we get married, you know? To one point where they kept going back and forth between each other, and Felicity's like, Oliver, I don't want to marry you. And she says that so out loud, which pretty much ruins the frickin' wedding rehearsal, you know? It's like, dude, this is our wedding rehearsal. If I was like Barry or Iris, I'd be like, dude, this is our wedding rehearsal. Whatever you guys have going on, you know, keep that behind closed doors. Don't, if it was me, I'd be like, you're ruining my freaking wedding rehearsal, man. What the hell? This is like my pre-wedding wedding. Anyway, anyway, the time of the wedding, of course, another thing that I thought was funny during the wedding rehearsal was, like I said in the previous video, Alex and Sarah got to meet and know each other, got drunk together, and the next thing you know, at the end of the whole wedding rehearsal thing, we see them like making out like crazy outside the building. So it's like, okay, that happened, right? I had a feeling it would, considering, but yeah, only one hand. Anyway, what else happened? There was a discussion between Barry and Kara where Barry tried to, you know, ask, hey, where's Mon-El and all that stuff. Of course, they didn't really get much into that. But Barry did ask a favor from Kara. He's like, and I pretty much can tell what it was, considering Barry gave off a very good hint. He was like, hey, the last time we met up with each other, I learned of a very secret superpower you have. Superpower. And of course, he's talking about her singing, right? And so, hang on for a sec. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I heard something. But anyway, what else? So, obviously, Barry asked Kara to apparently sing at his wedding. And so, the big day happens. And what do we find out? We have Alex waking up, I believe, is her hotel room. Because remember, her and Kara traveled from their Earth. And of course, she's not alone. Apparently, she did the naughty with Sarah. Her ass falling out of bed was freaking priceless, by the way. And meeting up with her sister in front of the church where she's wearing like sunglasses because she has a major hangover. Also funny. Not to mention Sarah joining shortly afterwards saying, "Hey, are you alright?" Because this is the funny part. When Alex and Kara met up, Kara's like, "Where did you go? I couldn't find you," and all that shit. So obviously she had no idea that Alex slept with Sarah until Sarah showed up in front of the church saying, "Hey, Alex, you okay? I heard you fall on your butt when you came out of bed." It's like, well, that goes that secret. It was totally great. I loved it. I really, really loved it. Anyway, the wedding. The fantabulous wedding. I thought it was pretty funny. Like, you got Team Arrow, Team Flash, Team Legends, and 2 members of Team Supergirl. And the funny part was, like, Mick Rory. Whether it was the wedding rehearsal or the actual wedding. Especially when he actually, like, ran into that one cop, that captain cop dude from the Central City Police Department. He's like, "You look familiar," and it was just so funny. I loved it. It was like, and the fact that during the entire thing, Mick Rory was asleep during the wedding. That bullshit was hilarious. I was like, I'm done. I'm sorry. Sorry. I have to adjust. But anyway. Yeah, like my whole body hurts right now. Hang on. Okay. Anyway. So, it was good to see Wally. Wally looked really good in his suit. He had like this red blazer thing going on, which I thought was pretty damn hot. Seeing Iris in that gorgeous effing wedding dress. Oh my god. She looks so freaking beautiful. I was like, Candace, the actress who plays Iris. Candace, I'm saying this to you if you ever see this. You look effing beautiful in that. I mean, did you get to keep that wedding dress? 'Cause damn. But anyway, seeing Joe walk Iris down the aisle, his only daughter, giving him off to pretty much his adopted son. It's like, it's just beautiful. And the fact that Joe was all telling Barry, "I wish your parents were here to see this," and, you know, Barry's like, "They are," and I'm like, oh, the feels are real right now. But, like, my favorite part also, besides Mick falling asleep, was the fact that Kara, you remember the little favor that Barry asked of her was pretty much to sing at his wedding. And we got to see it full frontal, and the greatest thing was the song she sang was, in fact, the song that Barry used, or Barry sang, the second time he proposed to Iris. Remember, when he proposed the second time to Iris, it was pretty much at the end of the 2-part crossover with Supergirl, which was the musical episodes. And it was the original song that they created just for that particular episode, or the show in general, called "Running Home to You." And it was by far my top 5 favorite songs of all time. So, and hearing that song again, make an appearance during the wedding, that was beautiful. I mean, then again, he did sing the song to her when he proposed the second time, and she actually said yes. And fully meant it. But anyway, that was awesome. And hearing Kara's mini version rendition of that was pretty damn cool. And everything seemed to be going fine, but of course it wouldn't be Crisis on Earth X if something didn't like go freaking batshit crazy, right? So, and the priest was like, does anyone object to the whole wedding and everything? And he was about to start. All of a sudden, you see him get freaking vaporized. And you look up and you see what we know as Overgirl. Because for all those people who saw the cast pictures on set before the episodes showed up, we already knew the name of the Supergirl doppelganger being Overgirl. We see Dark Archer. And we see apparently Prometheus and Nazis. And I thought it was pretty funny when Oliver, Kara, and Barry saw the Nazis and were like, "Nazis? I hate Nazis." And they literally said it at the same time. I thought that was freaking cute. But the epic battle was pretty damn cool because we got Prometheus versus Sarah and Alex Supergirl versus Overgirl, and then everybody else versus the Dark Archer and the Nazis. It was mainly Oliver versus the Dark Archer, but there were others that tried to fight back with him too as well. But overall, though, they kicked ass with the Nazis. Sarah and Alex were able to knock out Earth X Prometheus, and Supergirl was able to pretty much, do some pretty damn good damage with pretty much like a thunderclap against Overgirl. And, Dark Archer apparently freaked out when Overgirl got overwhelmed by Supergirl, so he carried her out and retreat and all that shit. My favorite part, though, by far, was Mick Rory at the end. He's like, best wedding ever, basically, and I'm like, oh my god. Mick Rory, you're like most people's spirit animals these days. Hang on. Alright. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, that happened. And, since Sarah and Alex pretty much knocked out Prometheus, they captured him and put him in the particle accelerator prison that the Flash team has. While, Overgirl, Dark Archer, and the rest of the remaining Nazis, whoever wasn't knocked out, pretty much retreated. But the biggest part was the reveal of the Crisis of Earth X people at the end. Apparently both Overgirl and Dark Archer meet up with what looks like a yellow speedster. And now you guys remember one particular yellow speedster who apparently just seems to be cheating death everywhere he goes. Because apparently Dark Archer and Overgirl meet up with Reverse Flash, aka Eobard Thawne. And not only is it Eobard Thawne, it's Eobard Thawne using Harry Wells' face again. I mean, how many times has this guy cheated death? He cheated death in The Flash when poor Eddie Thawne killed himself because he believed, oh, I am the Reverse Flash's ancestor, so if I kill myself, he won't exist. And then he comes back again for Legends of Tomorrow and ends up getting killed by Black Flash, that black zombie-looking Flash. And yet, here he is again. Apparently his ass just likes to survive. It's kind of creepy, I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, and it's also been a face reveal. We pretty much figured this out already, judging by set photos and everything before the episode showed up. But the huge reveal of Dark Archer and Overgirl, we find out that both Dark Archer and Overgirl are actually the Earth X doppelgangers of Oliver Queen and Kara Zor-El themselves. So, yeah, that is basically what happened in part 1, which is pretty damn cool. And now that they have Prometheus, obviously, most likely part 2, they're obviously going to reveal who Prometheus is, or at least try to find out what's going on with this whole Earth X thing. So, yeah. The reveal I pretty much predicted. The reveal of Overgirl and Dark Archer I predicted. When I saw a yellow speedster, before I saw the set photos, I honestly thought there was going to be an Earth X doppelganger of Barry, or at least a doppelganger of a speedster that we know, maybe Barry, or maybe an Earth X version of Wally, or maybe even an Earth X version of Jay Garrick or something, I don't know. But then we saw the set photos, and of course the actor who plays Reverse Flash pretty much hinted it off, so that wasn't really surprising. The thing that surprised me more was Alex and Sarah hooking up. That was only 50-50 though, because, I had a feeling they're gonna meet. Maybe kiss or something. I just had no idea that they're gonna go, home run that shit. That was pretty unexpected. But, yeah. I enjoyed the episode, so, yeah. This is my reaction rant to Supergirl, episode 8, titled Crisis on Earth X Part 1, and this is my Part 2 video. I'll see you guys for the next one. And why won't it stop? Holy shit. Oh, there you go. Oh my god. See you for the next video, bye!